Pep Guardiola signed Nico Gonzalez for 50 million, Omar Mamouche for 59 million, Kusanov for 33.6 million, Victor Reyes for 29.6 million, Juma Ba for 5.1 million, which brought a total of 177 million in January. And now in June, he has Reinders 46 million, he has Ryan Cherky 25 million, and last but not least, he had Ryan Aitnori, which brings a total of 104 million rands. This is the best manager in the world. And yet, when Nasreddin Nabi, who coaches Kaizer Chiefs, says he wants quality players, then people start saying, oh, he is a plumber. You do understand that at Man City, almost every player who's there gets called up to the national team. Here at Kaizer Chiefs, I can count Dove and Ntwari, and Ntwari doesn't even start, and that would be pretty much everyone who gets called up to the national team, including Udotli when he's fit. So that team was saying is good enough quality, but City's players are not good enough quality. We need to stop being hypocritical. Sundowns are spending millions and millions, and yet they're already the best team in the world. In the country, they have all the best players, and yet Abo Coach Babo Bona, they are not called plumbers, even though they continue to sign more players. Just gonna say that and leave it there. But of course, there are other things to talk about. For example, the fact that there is this kid, you might remember him, Asanele Velebayi, who Kaizer Chiefs wanted to sign from Cape Town Spurs. Cape Town Spurs were like, yeah, we're not gonna sell him. And yeah, there was the whole thing about him not coming to Chiefs. And then Ants Mintendorp happened. He got a team that was struggling, yes, in the top division, got them relegated, which once again proves that that coach never had a plan. Even at Chiefs was just winning by kicking the ball, and then people thought, oh, since he was winning matches, he's winning for us, so that's good, forget how we play, because we can win. And then we couldn't sustain it, and he got the team relegated. And now, since they are relegated to the third division, at that level in South African football, you are no longer regarded as a professional, but you are regarded as an amateur, which means Asanele Velebayi is now free to sign with whoever he wants. And he did want to leave Cape Town Spurs at the end of last season or beginning of this season, and Cape Town Spurs even made him a captain of the team. But now, all of that is gone because they've been relegated. So I'm going to ask you guys, do you think it's still a good idea for Chiefs to go after Asanele Velebayi? Because people are going to say, Mpilo, you can't be going after a player who got relegated. But then the other people are going to say, but it's not like it's his fault that they got relegated, right? So we will wait and see. What do you guys think? Which then brings us to the next player, and I can't even say his name. His name is Stephen Dese Mukwala. He's a Simba striker, ne? So what we know about these players be Simba at this point, it seems to me as if they are all just getting linked to Kaizer Chiefs. And I don't know whether someone is just pushing this agenda that, oh, Nabi was in Tanzania, so he was just there to look at. Because each week now, you could remember that one, Utenis Kibu, now he was linked with Chiefs because he plays for Tanzania. I mean, he plays for Simba because Nabi went to a game that included Simba as one of the teams that were playing. Now, everyone, the next thing, tomorrow morning you'll wake up, they will say Chiefs wants to sign the Simba keeper. The next thing, Chiefs wants to sign the Simba defensive midfielder. So it's all out there, and I will tell you now, I don't believe that this is happening, and I don't think it's happening because there are way too many things that are being said about Chiefs now that are not true, because fair game to the agents, they are trying to do their job. They are trying to sell their players. And who is the biggest name in South Africa? Kaizer Chiefs. So perhaps if we start talking about this dude, I have to read his name again, Stephen Dese Mukwala, whose contract, by the way, expires in 2027. And I'm just asking myself, why would Chiefs even involve themselves in a contract negotiation or trying to sign a player who still has 2 years left on his contract with his current team? We know Chiefs don't usually do that. What they do is they try to get a player who's about to leave that club because it's easier to negotiate and it's easy for the club to let go of the player or sell them. It's harder to keep rather than it's easier to sell. It's harder to keep because they know if they don't sell the player, then the player leaves as a free agent. We know Chiefs, they're always trying to save money. And this is not even me trying to beef with the Chiefs because they themselves have said it out loud. Hey, it makes no sense for us to spend more money than what we would get when we were to win the league. You get me? So I don't think this is happening, and Chiefs are definitely not going to be signing a player. Another thing that might not be happening is this thing is starting to annoy me now because Appollis, right? Appollis was linked with Chiefs for a very, very long time, right? And then in the past few weeks, we were linked with Mukwala. Chiefs want to go after Mukwala. And then I even talked about him earlier on this week. I was like, yeah, Mukwala, it makes sense why he would come back, but the decision would be made after he comes back from the Club World Cup. And then all of a sudden, last night, Bafana played Tanzania, and Appollis was the best player on the pitch, right? He was the one who tried, especially in the first half. Second half, he wasn't there much and he was taken off. Oh, we wake up this morning. Chiefs have reignited their interest on Appollis. Really? So they were quiet all this time. They didn't care about him. They see him perform in one game and they are reigniting. Shooting namasosi pelena churena who are there. Babonu Jessica bekuluma. Okay. Baboni bafana idlala izolo bathi umnandi lo mfana sebeyamfuna. This is why transfer news and transfer seasons bore me sometimes because we end up lying. Like nama journalists and publications that just lie now at this point. They will just say anything that will have Kaizer Chiefs in it so that they can get people to visit their websites or they can get people to read their newspapers. But yeah, man, I think in the Baga Appollis has been established. It's very clear. The people Bepolokwane City, they don't want to sell him. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. What I am saying is it looks like it's going to be a very tricky deal if it was to happen. Not saying it won't happen, but if it does happen, it's not going to be easy. Chiefs will have to pay a lot of money, which I doubt they will do, given the fact that they have bigger fish to fry, in a sense that they need a goal-scoring midfielder. They need a goal scorer, a striker. You get me? So Appollis comes in and he gives us some things on the left wing, but you already have Lilepo, already have Umodi, can play Cyril on that side. Maybe this time around they're looking to get a right winger, which could be Usaleng if they've gotten him. But they're also mainly looking for this attacking midfielder. They're looking to get a striker. They definitely don't have a left back, and they might be trying to get a right back as well. So kuningi guys, and I don't think they would be involving themselves in complicated deals. But what do you guys think? Do you think they will still revisit the issue or the transfer of Appollis? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.